Hey everybody, hope you're all doing alright out there. I just want to quickly talk about my plans for 2022. I have lots of things I'd like to do this year, but what I can end up doing is going to be sort of dependent on what happens, as it were. My plan this year is very much like in 2019, 2020, when I stopped doing the Metalworks and just went headstrong into YouTube. I wanted to make the best content I could, get as many different bikes as I can, do proper, decent reviews. Obviously, COVID caused a lot of issues with that, but I'm actually pretty happy with what I've come out with over that time. I've still managed to get bikes, I've still managed to get stuff done. Obviously the build series and stuff really helped fill the gaps of lockdowns and stuff, and it was only possible thanks to my patrons that that was able to be done. So seriously, anyone who helped support my channel in the past couple of years, even if you only gave Patreon for a few months and then didn't come back, thank you, you helped me at the time. But if people want to rejoin Patreon and get all the benefits that come with it and help support me in 2022, links in the description. Anyway, on to the things I actually have planned to do this year. Now, obviously, one of the things I want to do is review bikes. Get my hands on bikes for a week or so and do proper in-depth reviews on them like I've done with the Triumphs and Zeros and stuff like that. I intend to do that. However, I don't know how this year's going to go down with manufacturers and availability and stuff like that, just because I think the worldwide manufactural delays and things are building up. And some bikes that are being promoted at the moment you might not actually see in the stores for a while, and I don't know if that's going to affect how many bikes are going to come out this year, if you know what I mean. But I hope I'll have enough there to have and do proper full-length reviews. I also want to ride my own bikes a lot more. I want to explore some old roads like I used to, you know, go back to places where I've been before, find some new places. That might then also lead to me talking to new dealerships that are maybe a bit further away that would give me the ability to ride other brands, because that's another thing I want to do. I'd like to diversify on the brands that I'm reviewing. Unfortunately for like Yamaha, the local dealership closed down, so there isn't a Yamaha dealership around here, so I might find you one of those. I've ridden one Ducati, very few Kawasaki's. I'd like to get on lots of different brands. I think it would round me better as a reviewer. But I've tried contacting these companies. I'm in communications with Yamaha UK. They keep inviting me to press days and stuff, and I keep saying no, please just give me a bike, and they get it, but they still offer me every time, which is nice of them. But yeah, I still want to keep to that core idea of the bike's in my hands, I review it, away from people, and I give my honest reviews, and that's what people want from reviews. But as I say, the problem with obviously going to dealerships is I don't get the bikes for weeks, I only get them for a few hours or a day. I don't really like that, but as long as I explain that in the video and I represent like this is just a couple of hours opinion, to me it's not as valuable as the whole drawn out like process of really getting to know the bike. But as the first rides do better anyway than all the other videos combined normally, what does it really matter? If you want to watch first rides, if you're happy watching me literally get on a bike and know nothing about it and tell you what I think of it very vaguely, then I'll do that. That's fine. That's what people want. But I would rather, you know, spend a week and really tell you some good and bads about the bike. Maybe a bit of both. That's the idea of the first ride and the whole review series. I'd also like to get on some more electrics this year. There's a couple of bikes particularly I have in mind. I've spoken to Zero, and unfortunately they don't have anything available for quite a while. I'm not sure if English Electric's going to have anything available for a while in those particular ones, so I'll do what I can there. Maybe I'll try out a few other smaller electrics, but at the same time it's kind of like a 125cc electric is a 125cc electric generally. Other than the Zero FX, that thing is not a normal 125 electric equivalent. Jesus. I want to do much more riding this year. I want to get out there and just explore and have fun on lots of different bikes, including my own. Like, we spent so long getting the DR done, I want to enjoy that thing. Although that's quite an obvious thing to say, I want to ride more. After the past couple of years, you know, I'm mostly doing reviews and bike mechanical stuff. I want to get back to the just exploring and seeing the world and seeing people and just seeing how things go. You will ask naturally, is there going to be a meet this year? I don't know. I might do a patron-only meet because the numbers constriction of that makes it far more doable in pretty much anywhere on a, you know, with a bit of short notice. When I do the full-size meets, there's so many people there at this point that, or at least the last time we did it a couple of years ago, it's so big that I need a proper piece of land to do it on. There just isn't anywhere available to do it at the moment like that. And I don't know what the restrictions and things will be Whether there will be restrictions or not, there shouldn't be. I don't think there are currently. I'm not sure. No. Yeah, but that's something I do have in mind. But it might be a patron only to me just to reduce those numbers down. But if I am doing that, then I will make sure that people know that's the case. I don't really like the idea of doing a meet that you can only come to if you're a patron, for obvious reasons. Now, a knock-on effect of being out riding more is that it takes longer to produce videos, so I might have to reduce the amount of videos that I put out per week on average, but I would like that if I am doing that, that they're more in-depth, they took longer to film, in the sense I've done more and I've edited them with a bit more time to it. Although I put all the time into a video I think it deserves or it needs to get the video where I need it. You know, you can keep polishing and polishing, but it doesn't make it any shinier after a certain point. So there's a point that you're like, it's good enough, and it gives it that, well, I think it is what makes my videos feel the way they do, if they have a feel. I don't know. I like to not make things too polished, too YouTubery. I'm not quite like that. As for other types of videos, well, mechanical videos will get done as and when they are needed. An update on the CBR. I haven't heard about getting any new stanchions or any being in the country that are available. This is for Reno CBR. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to a previous video. I've now stripped the forks apart and I've got the stanchions out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a local company and have them stripped and re-chromed, because that's probably going to be the quickest, easiest option, and it'll be absolutely fine. I mean, they'll be like new at that point anyway. So that's the plan with the Reno Machino. I've got to take those up to someone local soon. I hope they haven't got a backlog, but I need to start the whole process of contacting them and yada, yada, yada. But they are local enough that I can ride to them, so I don't need to post them, and I can collect them when they're done. So hopefully it shouldn't be a long process. Beyond that, I'm going to do more practicing at the leatherworking. I literally haven't had time to do any more since, because I've been trying to sort things out, but doing emails and contacting people, and that's why I say not hearing a huge amount back from the world at the moment. We're a few weeks early, that's the problem. But I'm anxious to get things going, because during this time the YouTube algorithm starts getting very strange. Your earnings drop by 70%. Yes, my current earnings on YouTube, this is why Patreon's so important, have dropped by 70% compared to the middle of the summer. It's normal for YouTube, maybe not quite this low, but it's why we take time now to work out what we're going to do, gather stock, practice methods of camera use and stuff, and then really go once everything starts getting going. I want to explore, as I say, on my own bikes. That might include sticking the metal detector on my back and going some places at the same time. Seems like a fun thing to do. And of course, straight away, shout to Baker X Derek. He does exactly that. Baker X Derek, if you don't know, has been motovlogging since the beginning, pretty much like me. And he lives out in California, and he's done some videos metal detecting the hood, basically, while riding around on his bike. Brilliantly entertaining, but I'd say where credit is due. Not that I directly copied him, because I like both of those two things, but if someone's doing the exact same thing as you and it's quite niche in our little world, I'm not going to pretend that I don't know that he does what he does. I'm not one of those sort of YouTubers that, you know, oh, so we're going to talk about this thing that everyone else was talking about last week, but I discovered it by looking at this piece of paper I found in my pocket, and not because they did it. Oh no, I couldn't possibly give them some credit. So yeah, my plans for 2022 are basically just ride as much as I can, enjoy my bikes, enjoy other bikes as well, get out there, go to some different dealerships, you know, just be out more and make more out videos. We've done a lot of in stuff, and I would like to do a lot more out stuff. It's sunny today, but it's been grey day after day after day for like a week, and it keeps returning to that. So I don't like make videos when it's like that, and I try and do stuff from home, or try and work on stuff in the background for when I can make more videos. So yeah, I don't necessarily expect any bike reviews in the next couple of weeks, should we say, because I haven't been able to get hold of anything. But the whole system starts warming up as the weather warms up. I saw the daffodils. Daffodils are coming up. If you're looking at your calendars, daffodils will be... Man, hang on a minute, it's January. Daffodils are coming up in January? Well, I suppose that's pretty normal. I mean, it is like 10 degrees out there today. Just normally it's like night time at the same time. As you can tell, I'm really quite excited for this year, and I want to do lots of things. If there's any companies out there that want to get in contact, you know, experience type stuff, you're like, hey, why don't you come down and do this for a day and film it? I'm really interested in that, like all sorts of different things. I wanted to drive a tank years ago. All I wanted was the thumbnail of my helmet. This is back in the original Icon days. My helmet with a drift on, and then a tank barrel up the side. It was going to be like the thumbnail's still in my brain. I want to do a vlog from a tank one day, but yeah, the company just completely ignored me, which is completely fine because it was so long ago. I had such a small channel. I still have a small channel. And another thing, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button. We're going to hit 100k in the next couple of months. And as I say, 2022 should be quite fun because I want to be out there more. I want to ride more. Hitting 100k in the middle of it should be quite good fun, and just enjoy it and do whatever it is I can do this year. So yeah, if you want to help, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the videos as often as you can. I know everyone asks you to hit the like button, and I do ask in most videos, but lots of people, even my patrons, are like, oh, sorry man, I always forget to press it. I don't like the like system. I don't think it works, really. Or it has too much influence on your videos being shared, but that's just getting into YouTube and its politics, and let's just not get into that. But if you'd like to help support this channel, then please consider doing that through Patreon. It costs as little as $1 a month. There are different tiers, but you get the same benefits for whatever price. It's just how much you support the channel by. A huge thank you to the few people, or quite a few people, that jumped up that a while ago. I really do appreciate that. And as I say, if you want to join that, you get benefits such as being on the Discord, where you can get to chat to me and being like voice chats and stuff like me. Last night I was in a voice chat a couple of hours with like 4 or 5 of us. We were just chatting about stuff. You also get videos, I say 3 days early, but patrons, what is it, like 7 to 8 days normally, something like that. Depends on how much content I'm producing at the time. Sometimes I get properly backed up and it can be a long while. And obviously you get to post questions for the patron Q&A. Anyway, I'll let you get on with your day. Thank you very much for your support in the past, and hopefully for the future into 2022. I think it's going to be a good year. I'm going to make it a good year no matter what. That's more like it. Bye-bye.